Hi, my name is Joanne Grace Wesley. I'm a part-time woman, and today I am giving you an inside look to how I prep my skin for drag. Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel. I'm Joanne Grace Wesley. I'm a drag queen, aka a part-time woman, and my skin looks really good, doesn't it? Well, let me show you how I did it. Today I am showing you my skin prep routine of how I get my face ready, and I'm also giving you a full in-depth tutorial of how I block my brows. Gluing your brows down right is like the most important thing you can do when it comes to drag makeup. A bad brow coverage is just very unsightly, and it's the way we clock the new girls, let's just say that. And sometimes even the old girls, okay? That is so shady. Let me just say, first of all, you do not need any of these specific products. You need to do like these steps. Does that make sense? Like you don't need like the specific moisturizer. You need to moisturize. You feel me? Feel what I'm saying? You get it. First thing I do, I shave my face. I take a little razor and I go against the grain so you cannot even feel like a single hair. Next up, I take a shower. I could not imagine getting in drag without having showered beforehand, and I could not imagine getting out of drag without showering afterward. Please shower before drag. Also note that when I am in the shower, that is when I wash my face. I use the Youth to the People cleanser right here. It's a good cleanser. I enjoy it. It's pretty strong. So if you have sensitive skin, maybe get a sample of it first. Which, by the way, at Sephora, you can get a sample of anything. Like just ask for like a pump of the face cleanser. Do that. And then once my skin is clean and I'm out of the shower, I will then exfoliate. This is the exfoliant that I use. It is also from Youth to the People. It's their Yerba Mate energy facial. This is so good. If I could recommend you treat yourself with one thing, it would be this. Get a sample of it, like I said before. It says you can use it 1 to 3 times per week. I don't think you'd have skin if you use that, if you use it that often. I just like to use it once in a while, maybe even once a month. Also, exfoliating is very important because your makeup won't catch to any dead skin. Now we're getting into my moisturizing steps. And even for me, I will admit this is a bit much, okay? First up is the Fresh Deep Hydration Facial Toner. It has rose in it. It's really nice. Nothing too crazy though. I think any hydrating toner will work. And then to moisturize, I use Vanna Cream. You can get this at Walgreens, and I use castor oil. This is a combo that I learned about from TikTok, and it's really worked for me. This is also what I use on the daily, when I'm taking care of my skin properly. And then next I go into my serum type moisturizers. And this is from N Beauty. It is their Slushy Serum Moisturizer, like this. And then this is from Kosas. This is their Plump and Juicy. It's like a spray bottle. And I'll take some of this moisturizer, put it in my hand, and then spray this with it, mix it together, and kind of press it into the face. Anything that has the word plumping and juicy, I try to gravitate towards that for my serums, This is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir Spray. It also has a companion face mask that goes with it. And when you use those things in combination, consistently, your pores look so good. That concludes the skincare portion of my skin prep. Now let's talk about primers. I really love the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'll put it here. I cannot find mine, but I'd like to use it when I do have it. I also have been using for over a year, I think, which is probably shouldn't last this long, but the Shiseido Synchro Skin Soft Blurring Primer. I enjoy this. I don't know if it does that much, but I do like it. I'm actually gonna put it on right now. I'll just put on, let me show you how much I put on, because I think also sometimes people maybe put on too much primer, and then that kind of sets them up for failure, because if you have too much of a barrier between your skin and the makeup, it might not really sit well on your face. Also, I want to talk about waiting for your skincare to sink into your face before you start doing makeup for the same reasons. If you have kind of an oil or a serum on your face isn't quite dried in yet, the makeup's going to kind of not sit well with that. You need to let those products sink in so the makeup's sitting on your skin, not on top of a moisturizer. Does that make sense? And that concludes how I prep my skin for drag. Now let's get into blocking our brows. You're going to need Elmer's glue stick, a flat comb type brush, 70% alcohol, a spray bottle with water in it, a loose setting powder, preferably in an orange warm tone, and something to color correct with. So because we just did all of that skin prep, our skin is very oily and moisturized and luscious right now, but unfortunately glue will not stick to that. So we have to use alcohol to dry out the eyebrow area. I'm just gonna take my 70% alcohol on a little cotton pad and rub against the brow area, go against the grain of the hair, get underneath the hairs, basically that whole section. Now it is time for the glue. I am using an Elmer's glue stick. You wanna make sure that it is a very bright purple. If it looks kind of like dead and like dried out, like it would be like a light lavender tone, do not use it, it will not work. Now, very important, okay? We're gonna go crazy. We're going to firmly press into the brow, go back and forth, swirl it around, coat against the grain of the hairs, get all up underneath every single hair. It should look like this. Okay, and now we're going to take our flat comb brush and we are going to brush through the hair. And as you are brushing through the hairs, we're taking this little flat bar and pressing down against the forehead to press the hairs down onto the face. So kind of like, okay, kind of like this. And, okay, kind of like that. Let me turn to the side so you can kind of see my pressing motion. Just like that. Now I'm going to repeat on the other side. Now we're going to start building up our layers of the glue. Basically, I just pull my skin tight and go in the direction and just keep going in this direction. And I usually start in the arch kind of area and I just go over it pretty strongly, but it didn't have to like go too crazy or anything. I just give it a nice coat like that. And we need to let this dry pretty much completely before we start a second layer. Layer 2, and make sure to keep going with the grain of the hairs. This is layer 3. I'm now going to start using a hairdryer to speed up the drying process. This is layer 4. Okay, this is after 4 layers. If you look from the side, you can see that no hairs are like sticking out. Like it all looks really flat. That's a good thing. And for this next layer, we are going to go against the grain because we built up enough layers of glue that an against the grain layer won't disturb anything. It'll just fill in, like, you see all these like kind of holes? We're going to fill those in with this layer of glue. So pull the skin tight and go against the grain. I used to not do this because I was like too scared to disturb the glue, but now like I can't go back. It's so good. It's perfect. So that is technically layer 5. Okay, now we're going to do our wet layer, which is the most important layer, arguably, because this glue is water soluble. A wet layer really smooths out the glue and makes it super, super pretty. So you typically need a water spray bottle. I don't have one. So I'm going to use my spit. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I typically have one, but it's all the way in the car. I'm not getting it. Okay, we're gonna spit on it. Oh, we're gonna Haktua. We're gonna Haktua our glue stick today. When we do our wet layer, we need to immediately set it with our loose setting powder, and you can use like a regular translucent one, but I like to use a deeper tone setting powder because this like orange tone will help start to color correct the brows for us. Little hack for you all. So basically the process will go spray, or in my case, lick, and then we'll go do like a nice wet layer of the product, and then I will immediately go in, set it with my setting powder. I really don't want to lick it. I really don't want to, guys. But I will if I must. This is so gross. Okay, so let's do our wet layer. Y'all, I haven't done this in so long. I typically always have a little spray bottle. Oh, this is so gross. So we've gone over the perimeter And then just like with the dry layers, we're going to go against the grain to really fill in those holes with the glue. Y'all, it tastes so bad. Oh my god. I'm really just being greedy right now with it. Damn, save some for the rest of us. Okay, okay. Now we're taking our powder puff very quickly, and we're just gonna go set it. You wanna make sure you have a lot of powder, because if you don't have enough powder, the puff will actually stick to your glue and then pick up the glue and it'll be ruined. So we're just gonna lightly go over it. I find that when I press too hard, that also disturbs the glue, so I just kind of like to lightly pack it on. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm gonna take a big powder brush and kind of lightly dust off all the excess powder. And that is our brow cover. I'm now going to color correct using some Ben Nye cream. I'm gonna take like a very dense brush and dip into my creams and just pack that on. I find a nice thick cream product will like help fill in some of the holes. Wow, that looks so good. And now to set the cream, I am using a powder foundation. This is from e.l.f. I'm just taking a powder puff, coating the product, and I'm just gonna set it. Okay, and that is how I fully block my brows out for drag. I look crazy. Thank you so much for watching this video. I ate glue for you. Like, I literally consumed glue for you. So please subscribe to this channel. If you have any questions about how to block your brows or how to prep your skin for drag, please let me know. I'd be happy to help you out. This is a skill that takes a lot of time to perfect, so please don't beat yourself up if you don't get it right away. If you want to support me even more, you can shop my merch at joannegracewesley.threadless.com. You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok at joannegracewesley. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.